from the gun. Here's Vick. Going for the home run into a double team. And it's intercepted. That pass. It couldn't be decided earlier. Let's see who really wants it. Let's go get it. It's tug of war. It's Mahomes. Making it look pretty. Touchdown, Dot City. Snappers lose their bite in the third, but they're hungry.
S-T-R-O.
Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football.
Ready? 95-56.
Let's go, D.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 24, Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To throw is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 0.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dickson with a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he will be...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
20. Recon, 132.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that time? But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the play.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone. He makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down, Williams. About 3 yards there to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Man, I got you. Yellow. Let's get it.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Dancing to his left. He is going to find Hill here. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down.
Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll let this thing go for Sanders. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Mahomes being chased out left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the number 1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most.
That his pass is